Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Monday night stream. I'm Eric, in for Crazy Bags here for just a couple minutes. He has already been streaming, so he, I think, just delivered. I don't have his stats yet, so I'll get those updated. I haven't even talked to him yet today, other than a couple text messages, so we're going to jump right into that. But he didn't, I told him I had an axe to grind, and he didn't push back. So I wanted to take a minute or two real quick before we get into the live stream. If you're here for the replay of the live stream of him delivering food, that's coming here in just a couple minutes, so bear with me. But I really wanted to take a minute for the replay gang, so that this video, and maybe I'll strip this part out too and make a new video for his channel if he wants. But I wanted to address something that just aggravates the hell out of me, and I've been seeing it a lot in comments, especially from some in the trucking community, about gig work. And now that I've just grinded out my first full week of just really seeing what's possible on a 40-hour work week doing Uber rides and a couple Uber Eats, I really wanted to just make a quick video to put to rest the whole proclamation and claim that gig work is not a real job. Especially from some of those in the trucking community. A lot of you know that myself and Bags both drove commercially. We both drove big trucks, and we were both CDL instructors, both drove for Prime. Bags drove before that. So we have deep ties into the trucking community. But this is one of the strangest things that there are some, again, it's a very small, or it's, I'll just say it's a very small percentage of those in the trucking community, very small, but they're very noisy. And they somehow want to insult and belittle this work as if it's any different than delivering food that's frozen and not prepared from one store or one customer to another, and delivering food that is prepared from the store to the customer. It is freight. No matter how you look at it, it is freight. It's the same. It's no different than driving a bus commercially across the country, delivering 55 passengers, or delivering a car 15 miles, delivering one passenger. It's all work. But I've got some numbers I want to share real quick with you, because I've been able to break this down on this week. Now, I drove rides with only 3 food deliveries this week for 40 hours and I think 19 minutes. So it's just over 40 hours that generated $1,328 gross. That comes out to, I believe, $33 an hour with a net, because I have a rental right now and gas and all that, with a net of about $21 per hour. Now, I had on my YouTube channel, Driver Lineup, 2 years ago, I think it was, showing that the average a solo driver in trucking will see, and I know for a fact that this is still pretty close. There will be some that say, oh, that's BS. Look, I own a fleet of trucks. They're out there running. I know right now in 2023 what that average should look like, and it's going to be surprisingly pretty similar. It is about $1,350 before taxes per week. Now, a lot in the trucking community will say, well, but I'm solo and I just got a $3,000 check. Yes, you can get a $3,000 check. But 2 or 3 weeks later, what those usually won't tell you is that you can also get a $13 check. So you're not getting $3,000 checks every week. So I go back and I look at the video I did 2 years ago, and I look at the numbers for my trucks today. It is $1,350 pre-taxed. And also my average hours, not 40 that I just did for Uber, but my average hours while driving was 60. Okay, that was 60 online, either driving on the drivetrain, on duty, getting fuel on duty at shippers, all that good stuff. 60 hours. That comes out to $22.50 before taxes. So my whole point here is that the work is not different. The only difference in the work is scale. You're taking one passenger versus 55 passengers. You're taking one meal versus 40,000 pounds of meals. Scale is the only difference. It's the same work, and the pay is not really that different. The net on running Uber for 40 hours is $21 per hour before taxes. The net on running freight as a solo driver for Prime for my trucks is about $22.50 an hour. Now, here's a big thing, though. This is a big difference, and this is why I actually am starting to think gig work is better work. That $22.50 an hour is having to work 60 hours in a truck with no decision on where you can go. I mean, you're not forced dispatch, so you kind of have that control. But when the truck's parked at a truck stop, you can't go real easily to the movies. You got 10 hours. You got to get your sleep, your shower, all that good stuff. With Uber, when I want to sign off, I sign off. So I'm not trying to suggest that one is better than the other. I think there are huge benefits to each, and trucking can be very lucrative. I'm not slamming trucking or saying get out of it. I'm just saying don't have this attitude that because you're a truck driver or you do something else, that gig work is not a real job. And if you're in gig work, well, of course, I don't know any gig workers who don't have that attitude towards anything else. My point is gig work can be very lucrative and very liberating. And it's not, when you break it down to the hour, it's not that far off from trucking. So I want to reference this, especially, this is for you replay gang, but I want to reference this in the future when I see that comment of gig work, get a real job. It is not any different than, I mean, it's just, you're just talking about scale. The money actually, believe it or not, ends up being the same. The difference is you're just grinding really, really hard in gig work for that time that you're out there on the road. It's nonstop, just go, 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 go. Not like just doing 600 miles in a truck all day. Of course, that has its own dangers and its own problems too. But it's all great work, and there shouldn't be this us versus them. And there's some great freedom that comes with gig work too. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm going to cut this and use it for something else. And now we're going to jump into, well, I don't even know if we have Bags. We'll jump to him and see if he's there. Thank you all so much for letting me rant. Thank you, Bags, for not telling me no. He didn't even know what this is going to be about. But we're going to get into 3 hours of live streaming gig work with Crazy Bags here in just a second. I hope you enjoy it. Please, thank you all for joining us. We're on kick.com and YouTube. Like it on whatever app you're on. If you're on Kick, I believe if you're a subscriber, you can like the video. Here on YouTube, you can like it. You know, please do. Don't leave without clicking that like button. It really does help. Jump into the live chat on both Kick and YouTube. And Jenna's in there, a couple of our moderators in there. So if Bags misses a question, we'll make sure and try to get it to him if it's a big, important question. Otherwise, just enjoy the dialogue, enjoy the ride, and we'll jump right into it. So let me see if we have Bags.
We are live.
There we go. Okay. All right, man. I appreciate you letting me, letting me say something there.
Good stuff. That was good stuff, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really wanted to just kind of look at the math.
I don't know if you have a total for the screen or not, but it's 274.
274 on how many trips?
That I'll have to look up.
Okay.
But it's 274 is the total. And we're looking at like 16, 17, 20 drops.
274 on okay. I'll put that up, and if you have any changes, just let me know. All right, man. Have fun.
Appreciate it, brother. All right, guys, we're back. $274 in the books on this grind for 400. All right. I don't know if we're going to make it. It's already after 6. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, but we're trying. All right? We are trying. We're, like I said, 274 deep. It's been a hell of a day. It's been a hell of a ride. I started at 7:40 this morning, in case those of you are wondering what time we started today. We started around 7:40 this morning. All right. And been at it all day. Been at it nonstop. Like Eric was just saying, you get out and you work, you grind, you work nonstop. It's a different kind of work. But it's the same kind of honest work. Yeah, we've been getting it today. We do have a $400 challenge today from Manja. Manja yesterday was just saying, Bags, you could probably make $400 tomorrow. And I allowed certain body parts to swell up, and I was like, dude, no, I'm not going to let him tell me that. We're going to go out and make it. And so that's what we did. We're out here making it now. We're out here getting it. Out here getting it. All right. We're going to make it happen. This is what we're going to do. All right. So we're going to head over here, see if we can't find some good deliveries to go with it. That's for sure. That happens. That happens, Kate. I currently do not have a room. Once we get in the parking lot, I'll look at Spark and see what Spark maybe has to offer for us right now, because I'm not sure. Well, I don't know if it's going to storm or not. I mean, it's been like this all day. It has literally looked like this since I woke up this morning, and we've had very little drizzle. Like, I think 2 or 3 instances today where we got just a couple drops, and that was it. Manja's fault. Yeah, this is all Manja's fault. And I look, I don't know if we'll make it. You know, we'll push it as far as we can and see if we don't pull it off. But it was a hell of a challenge. It got me motivated to get out of bed early this morning, make things happen. I can't remember the last time we were this close to 300 at this time of day. I mean, our daily goal is $200. You know, when I walk out the door in the morning, I walk out the door with $200 on my brain. You know, hey, let's go make $200 plus. Whatever we can make over is great. We can make 200 plus the gas money. Hell, that's even better. You know, which gas hasn't been bad. 127 miles today so far, folks. That's it. 127 miles today, $270 plus. Let's take a look. Let's see what's out there. And if they're actually giving us anything. I want to welcome in everybody on YouTube. We've been kicking it on Kick all day. No, Eric, I am in Knoxville, Tennessee, Eric. We are in Knoxville, Tennessee, my friend. That is where we're at. Where the heck am I? I don't know, dude, because I've been in Knoxville a while. I've been in Knoxville a while, so I don't know where you've been, but I know where I've been. All right, let me look at Spark. Let me just take a peek at Spark. Let's see what we got. There was a bunch of orders on the Spark board a little bit ago. PK was showing them all to me. There was a bunch. So we may just be able to grab a quick, couple mile Spark. If not, Ubers have been going out at 30 after, so we'll have, a few minutes to hang out. If be. That's nothing. That's nothing there. I'm going to try to do this and not lose signal. We'll see if it works. Yeah, did it work? Yeah, I think it worked. All right. We're probably mirrored, but that happens too. So yeah, we're just taking on the day. And we're trying to get to 400. I don't know whether or not we'll make it, but that's what we're trying to do. Because we're trying to get to 400. Uber's been very good to me at dinner starting about this time of night. So my thought process is they're going to come through again tonight. Last night we did from 5:17 until 9:40 p.m. yesterday. I made $155 from 5:17 p.m. to 9:40 p.m. So it was very good to us. Uber was. It was all Uber, by the way. Wow, Lenore City's overrun. So there was a guy here a minute ago, and he was telling me that he works in Lenore City. That's where he lives. That's where he works. But he came up here because it's been taking over an hour for an order to get loaded down here because they only have one person dispensing doing all the work. So that's kind of got things backed up down in Lenore City currently. So that's probably why there's all these orders. People are going down there and they're just leaving. They don't want to fool with it. They just don't want to fool with it. All right. Rocky, thanks for hitting the sub button, man. What the hell? Johnny, how are you? What am I missing? I'm missing some good conversation here. All right. It has a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, Bags has been some places he gets around. Yeah, I'm a hoe. Yeah, I'm a hoe. You didn't know? You didn't know, man? You didn't know? Don't fix this, man. All right, that's better. We can always turn it back. But yeah, we're just grinding it out, man. Grinding it out hardcore today too. We haven't had many breathers like this, like we're getting right now today. We haven't had a lot of this today. Timmy's stopping in over on the YouTube side of life. Yeah, I mean, well, of course, man. We started at 0. Started at 0 this morning. And that was at 7:40 in the morning. So 10 hours and 36 minutes, roughly. And we're at 274. So I'm happy with that number. It's got to continue the rest of the night in order for us to have a chance at hitting what we want to hit, which is $400 on a Monday, by the way. This is not a Sunday. This is not a holiday weekend. You know, Johnny's sending me photos. John, what are you sending me photos of? John, I did not want to see your junk, man. Why are you sending me photos of your junk, John? I'm just kidding, guys. He did not send me a photo of his junk. What do we got? What's this? 8 miles. How big of an order is it? Pretty damn big, man. Yeah, that's not for me. Someone did take it, though. Good luck to him. Trying to see what we got going on, guys. Where the Hopper? Hopper went to bed. Ian, how are you, brother? Look at the Insta. John, I'm afraid, dude. All right. I got like 10 things going on at once here. And John starts sending me messages. Let's see what they are. I hope it's not his junk. Please don't be his junk. Oh, hell. Did you buy that, John, or is that your loaner? Oh, you bought that. Damn, nice, buddy. I like that. John got him a big old F-150. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, congratulations, man. I like it. All right, Bags, where are you at on this $400 day? $274. How many donuts came with the F-150? That'd be Jenna. Jenna, where were you yesterday? Jenny, we could have had some fun yesterday. I bought a big-ass box of Munchkin donuts and ate them all day long. Your name came up very often while I was eating the donuts. Hi, hello, how are you? A lot of people in the house today. Good to have everybody. How many donuts came with the F-150? I love it. All right, let me back out of this, guys, and see if there's any hot spots. What do we got going on? Nothing in this area. They did send me a couple trips, guys. They were kind of garbage, though, so I did not take them because they were trash. They have a bunch of trips right now available, and they're all trash. So it's a very good time of night. Ooh, that's 29 miles. That's ridiculous. They sent me a shop. A 6-mile shop, wow, for $13. There's some really bad stuff on here today, guys. Some really bad stuff. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right. Nothing, guys. Nothing going on that I like for both of us. There we go. It's been a good day, but day shift's been like really freaking good over the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. For the last 2 weeks, day shifts have been good. I even look tired. I wore out, man. Like, we've been getting it today, guys. Look at them black eyes. Look at that right there. Black eyes and all, man. We've been getting it today, folks. We've been working for it. Almost all Walmarts. We've been almost exclusively dedicated to Walmart today. We did a few food deliveries, but not many. Not many at all. We've been sticking to Walmart and making it happen and getting paid. I'm going through these orders. There's an order here. It goes 9 miles, which is way too far for what it pays, $13. Shop and delivers. They pay $12 for 6 miles, but you got to do the shopping too, so it's not that great. I do have Uber on. We're waiting for big dinner orders. Right? Are we going to get any on a Monday? That's basically the question. Let me get my Spark back open. It froze up, guys. Spark's been freezing up a lot recently. 2 orders, 10 miles. Are they largest, smalls, or what? Where are they? Where do they go? 73 items. Sparks are in some trouble, man. They're cutting the pay too much. Honestly, they are. They're cutting the pay too much. It's gonna be harder and harder for them to get stuff delivered as things go on. It'll get more and more difficult for them. We're trying to see what we can snatch up. I'm clearing my board, but I'm telling you, it's going to fill right back up. Ton of Lenore City stuff. It's got to be 15 orders right here. And most of them are from Lenore City. See, here's an order, 7 miles. Yes. We were just at this house. How funny is that? We went to this house this morning, dropped off 2 things of the meal replacement shakes. I know that house. Guys, it's just one order after another, man. I'm just hitting reject button, hitting reject. There's that many. I can't even keep up. As I'm knocking them out, more and more are showing up. Finally, I'm getting to the bottom of the pile. All right. It's clear. It's clear now, but it won't stay that way. That's for sure. No doubt about it. Let me go back. Let me scroll back up a little bit, see what we got going on. Your son is napping in his ball pit. Nice. Do they deduct? No, you have to do your own taxes, man. But as long as you keep track of your mileage, it's going to offset a lot of your tax liability. $465. Damn. Did you have any bonuses? Eric said he did $465 on rides. Without any bonus. Without bonuses. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, that was $465 with no Quest cat. Yesterday I got $140 for Quest from most of the rides that I did Saturday. But yeah, that Saturday was all rides, man. $465. And if I had just had 30 more minutes on my 12, I would have been able to do $500. But
you ran the whole 12, huh?
Yeah.
That's what
Depeche
I'm probably
Mode was
looking
in
at
town,
today.
and we had the NCAA women's Final Four, I think. So that and
Yeah.
Depeche
Oh,
Mode
that's
just made it
right. Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, riding crazy, weren't they? I have 3 hours, 30 minutes left on my drive right now. So I have time. But I mean, I was hoping that dinner would be better than this. We've been sitting now for quite a while without even bad deliveries, folks. So we haven't even had any bad offers from Uber. That's it's kind of a bad sign, but it's could be typical of a Monday. It could be very well typical of a Monday. It kind of is what it is. They are sending some stuff, but I mean, it's not good. Just not good, guys. We need some stuff out of this store that we can just run real quick back and forth. Now I'll tell you, the Walmarts for this store on Uber go out here momentarily. They've been going out at about 30 after, but the store's not even lit up anymore. Red Robin's, Hot Spot, and Buddy's Barbecue. We're not by either one of them. We are not by either one of them. You know, Eric accidentally commenting his bags again. Oh, did he? It's pretty funny. Oh, surge pay. I didn't think about that. I don't get surge pay here. It's never busy. It's 2 orders, 6 miles, $8.50. Rejection. I wonder what they do. I will legit wonder what they do with all the GMDs they can't get ran from Spark, guys, because Uber doesn't go to Lenore City. All right, Uber doesn't go to Lenore City. So it's not like they can just give them to Uber. Because that's what a lot of times they do. And Uber will send them out as one-item deliveries or one-stop deliveries for, $15, and everybody takes them and gets it over with. But they can't do that in Lenore City because Uber doesn't have that store in their contract. They don't even have Oak Ridge in their contract. Anything in here that I want to look at? Nope. Trash, man. We're like the trash man. We're like the trash man right now. I'm just watching all these. 20 miles for $26, 10 miles for 16, 5 miles. That's Oak Ridge. Never mind. That's a good run, but it's in Oak Ridge. We can't get out there. We could get out there, but anyways, there is a good one in Oak Ridge. Yeah, but another 10 miles for 14, 9 miles for 14, 19 miles for 19, 39 miles for 31. Oof, it gets worse as you go down the list. And that's all Spark offers, by the way. All Spark. All Spark and all trash, my friends. All trash.
Jenna is pointing to a comment on Kick. Are you worried about your acceptance rate declining that many orders?
No, these are this was on Spark's load board. So think of Spark. The Spark has a run board. Think of it like a trucking load board, but it's a run board. And like it's all first come, first serve. And none of these orders count against my acceptance rate. None of them. It's just all orders that nobody wants. So are all open orders that they have available right now. And when it gets crazy during the day or at any point, this is what they'll do. Instead of sending you orders, they just put them all in front of you and you get to cherry pick what you want. So there's no acceptance rate affected by any of this right here. Nothing. I did get an order, just so y'all know, that I took. But it says getting ready, so that's kind of scary. So we'll see if it actually gets ready or not. But it's just a couple small orders that go right down the street for $22.50. If Uber sends us something better, well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. If Uber sends us Walmarts, I will run the Ubers if they're close, and then I will come back and get the Sparks and run them. Because Spark, I really have a full hour to run those. All right, so they don't have to be picked up right away and delivered. You have the delivery window for these Sparks is an hour long usually. So this one's supposed to pick up at 6:45. The delivery window is going to be from 7 to 8 p.m. So if I get an Uber Walmart at 6:30, 6:40, and it's 5 miles for $20, I'll run it, come back, and get the Sparks. Is what I'll do. That's enough of my ugly mug for you guys. Hopefully it works. Yes. But yeah, that's kind of the situation with that. Does not affect my acceptance rate. Now, Uber hasn't sent anything in a while. So if Uber sends something, well, then we'll look at it. We'll look at it. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm mute stream for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. But no, so the acceptance rate isn't affected. Uber hasn't sent anything, guys. Uber hasn't sent me anything. So it's not like I was declining a bunch of Ubers. That was just Sparks load board, run board, whatever you want to call it. It's finally getting hot out. The temperature is changing. It is supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow. It was supposed to get warmer throughout the day and night tonight, and I feel it because the jacket's coming off. I can't handle it, man. Can't handle the truth. We just can't do it. Let me get back to chat. I'm gonna leave the camera the way it is because I'm gonna light up. How's that? Is that a little better? Y'all seeing all my dust. I don't like that. All right. Unmuted Detroit. Detroit, what's going on? I did not see the Call of Duty comment until I did see it, but I was just kept scrolling through that board as they kept adding deliveries to it. And eventually there was a couple deliveries that I said, yeah, I'll take. Like I said, they just go down the street for $22 or something. It doesn't go far at all. Now my hope is I get something better on Uber and I can just run all of it. And we can start making up some ground because this last hour has killed us. I've literally made like $10 in the last 80 minutes. Or at least the last hour. The last hour I've made $10. It was an hour ago they sent me the run that I went and picked up. And it paid $10. So now that's put us behind a bit. But we're not going to get the dinner runs that we get on the weekend anyways. It's Monday. We may have used up what we had today. I was really hoping to get to 400, but the possibilities are dwindling by the moment. At 274, 39, I mean, obviously we're going to break 300 for sure. May turn into more of a 350 day, which is still a huge day. Troy, how was your day today, brother? Dude, I can't bring myself to play Call of Duty. I'm telling you, I turned it on last night. Didn't even turn the computer on, but then did not turn on the actual game. Never got past my unlock screen on my computer, except to unlock it and turn it off. That's all I did. 1 8-count of water, that ain't bad. So that order is not too bad. It's a small. What's this one? That one's really easy. So yeah, these are two very easy orders. And they're not ready. So if we can get an Uber that is ready, we'll just set ourselves up for success. That's what we'll do. And just take it on. But it sucks just sitting here. That's for sure. Woo! Oh, it's for rides only. He's saying that Surge is rides only. Shy is saying Surge is rides only. So, yeah, we've never gotten it. I haven't done a Spark since last July. I've done 2 of them today. Because I do miss COD challenges. If you have getting ready, this is from PK. If you have getting ready, then forget about it. They're now running way behind. Okay. So PK said they're way behind now. So Walmart is falling apart on us. Walmart is falling apart on us today on a Monday. That's exactly what has gone down, guys. It's completely falling apart. Well, it was fun while it lasted today. So now we need some of these bigger restaurants to come through. So hopefully we can get some of these restaurants to. We're right across the street from Kabuki, or right down the road from Fleming's and Connors and everything else. And look at that, I got a 40% off coupon for Uber Eats. Maybe I'll order dinner tonight. Have it delivered. Let's see what it says. Take 40% off your next 3 orders. Is there a limit? No limit. No limit on the dollar amount. Interesting. See, so I can order $20 worth of food, get my $20 worth of food, and drop a 40% tip. Boom. That's how you do it. Hear lots of cops too. I'm sorry, guys. I did not think it was going to fall apart like this tonight. I absolutely did not. Never saw this coming. Rides won the poll. whatever the poll was. You figure, do you do rides, food, accommodation, shopping, etc.? Yeah. There's 8 votes. Rides, 37%. Everybody wants to do the rides, huh? Everybody wants to do the rides. Oh, shit. Pause. You know, Call of Duty, yeah. They don't play Call of Duty. Jenna was going to play it when she was pregnant, but she never got into it. But she was going to play it when she was pregnant. When that belly was getting in the way of getting around. Cops everywhere, too. That's all you hear is sirens, man. Sirens everywhere. How was it so busy today? But if you think about it, we did Walmarts all freaking day. Like, how much food did we really do today? I don't even know. We did a $10 Chipotle. Remember that? I did a Firehouse Subs, a Dunkin'. That's it. We did 3 food orders, folks. 3 food orders today. That is it. That's pretty wild. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's pretty wild that that's how it went down today. Been online for 11 hours, 37 minutes today. We're at 274. Guys, if orders come in, I will take them. I do have a Spark, but guess what? It says getting ready. And they're way behind. So that ain't going to work. Of course I have first come, first serve. I just dropped it. And that's probably why Uber ain't got no Walmarts either, because they're not ready. And I don't think Uber sends them out. That might make sense as to why the Ubers were coming out at 30 minutes past the hour. Because Uber won't send them out until it says ready. And those ones were probably supposed to go out 45 minutes prior to when they actually sent them out to be picked up. We got choppers flying low today too, man. Here we go. We got one. Will it be ready, though? Will it be ready, guys? I mean, that's ultimately the question. We're going to find out. It's scary. We got to wait on a driver code to come in. We got one. Let's go see. Let's go see if they're ready, guys. 7 miles, $28. So this one puts us over 300. This puts a dent in it. This will put a dent in it. Put us up over 300. The question is, will they be ready? You normally don't have to wait on Ubers like you do Sparks, because Uber usually doesn't send their stuff out until it's ready for pickup. We're going to pull up. We're going to find out. We got our driver code. Spot 2. We're here. What do you got for us? What do you got for us, Walmart? Yeah, it's a good one, midnight. It's a good one. All right. And Spark's still sending. Like, Spark's just got so many orders, guys. It's ridiculous. What'd they send me? Is it a shop? Oh, I don't even see what it is. I was trying to all in our city. Time to turn Spark off, guys. Spark gets to the point where you can't even do it anymore. And that's pretty much what has happened tonight. It's to that point. And now keep in mind, guys, it's a holiday week. Easter is Sunday. Last year, our record day is last year Easter week, right? It was the day before Easter. So I expect this trend to kind of happen all week, where it's extremely busy. And now what's going to happen is this. They're far behind, all right? They close at 10 o'clock. They don't care if they're behind or not. They go home at 10 o'clock. We learned that. They could be 12 orders deep at 10 o'clock. They will lock the door and go home and send those orders out the next morning. So what'll happen tomorrow is, and this will carry over day after day, is in the morning, there'll be 10 to 15, 20 orders from today sitting in there that still have to be delivered. So tomorrow should be a very good day again during the day in the morning. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Good evening. Good evening, contractor. Sorry, man. I'm running through 2 chats and then running through all kinds of run boards trying to find out the best run to take. I hope this is me right here. He's got 2 little bitty orders like that. I know it ain't me. I was hoping. It must be an accident or something, because the sheriff keeps flying over. This helicopter is rotating right above us, and I heard a bunch of sirens a little bit ago. A bunch of sirens. Either that or they're chasing somebody. So this chopper keeps hovering. Right over Kingston Pike. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, contractor. Yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a lot, man. Walmart will lock the doors. 10 o'clock. They go home, man. This one will put us over 300, though. Good day today. Good day today. I thought yesterday was good. Yesterday we did 264. We were going for 400 today. I mean, we could still make it technically. I mean, we'll be over 300. I mean, we get a couple good Walmarts still at 740 and 840, and before you know it, you're sitting at $365. Could happen. These guys are new. I've never even seen these guys before. But we don't pick up here a lot at night. We usually run straight food at night, but Uber wasn't sending anything food-wise. Zero, zilch, nada. They're looking for PK. Someone's reported for stealing all the good orders. I love that. I love I'm going to doctor that up a little bit and send it to him. Oh, he just sent me a message. He must be listening. He said it's right. He said it's behind the Advanced Auto Parts. Something big happened there. There's 20 cops and 3 fire trucks. Oh, this is for me? No? Yes? Nope. Yeah, he said there's something going on over there big time. Tell my son to stay away from there. See, this is us. I was telling my son to stay away from there. He said he's taking the day off anyway. So he said, I'm not out there, Dad. I'm taking a day off. So we're waiting on our orders, guys, to come out. Wonder if they're tweeting anything out online. maybe someone fucked around and found out. It might have. Well, there was a bunch of other people here before me, Detroit, so they're getting their orders right now. So there's a steady flow coming out. They're putting all the orders in these other cars. So we'll see when it's my turn if they skip over me or not. You know what I mean? That's the big thing. That's the big question. But yeah, Uber's usually always ready, man. This puts us over $300 today, folks. It's kind of nice to have some chill time though after the day we had. We've been running non-freaking stop today, man. Non-stop. Crazy freaking day. So this will put us over 3. This will put us over 300 today. Watch, I'll have two big, huge orders. They'll be massive in size. That's what she said. All right. Boring ass night for you guys. Sorry for that. Nothing I can do about it. I'm wondering why they got all that. Let me see something. Let me see if we can see what's going on with. Let me go to Twitter. Maybe I can find it on Twitter. We can find everything on Twitter, right? There's the police. Nothing on that, but it wouldn't be local plea, it'd be county. Knox County, Tennessee. Nothing. No police, really? 911. Anything? No. It talks about Verizon. Nobody's got news. I mean, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? City of Knoxville. Nothing there either. Knox County Sheriff, maybe. Yeah. Sheriff. That's in Illinois, though. Can't believe the Knox County Sheriff in Tennessee doesn't have freaking Twitter. No, what did I do? There we go. Guys, we're trying. We're trying. We're a grinding. This could be us, maybe, perhaps. Nope. It is not. Because he would already been done the other one. New kid too. Look at him. He's John Cena. I can tell what you ever just look at somebody and go, that guy's an asshole. Yeah, that new kid, he's an asshole. You just tell by looking at him. All right. You just tell, man. You can just tell. Worst customer forever for delivery. Oh gosh. I don't know. We were gonna make it Lot Lizard Monday. We were gonna talk about any and all Lot Lizard experiences out on the road on Lot Lizard Monday. Gary brought it up the other day. You know, and immediately I can just think about the one, like, I was with a trainer. And and he was a mountain of a man, all right? Huge guy, you know, every bit of like 350, 400. So real big guy. I can't remember his name, but my very first night in the truck ever. We drive all the way down to like close to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We're on 55 South. You know, we pull into a rest area to sleep. So we pull in the rest area. I'm tired as hell. I've been driving all day. I jump up in the top bunk and I just go to sleep. And I get woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Someone banging on the fucking truck. I mean, I'm not talking about a little tap. I'm talking about banging. It's like, what in the fuck? My trainer jumps up. He rips open the curtain. He swings open the door. The lights come on inside the minute the door gets open. There's this 400-pound man in a pair of whitey tighties. Nothing else. Nothing but fucking whitey tighties. And here's this girl standing outside the truck. Meth head special, you know. I'm just kind of trying to find out if y'all want some company. He said, only if I can ram it in your... And he slammed the door on her. That was my first day in the truck, first night in the truck, a first experience with a lot lizard. Needless to say, she didn't come back knocking on the door no more that night. By looking at you, Jenna, some people you can just tell. Some people you can just tell. Yeah, that guy was pretty funny, man. That trainer I had, he was pretty funny. Great stuff. And I've seen some crazy stuff, a lot of lizards out there, man. There was one in Jackson, Mississippi, worked a pilot for a long time, man. She had this really long red hair. I saw her there quite a few times. This would have been like probably around 2014, 15, 16, kind of in that time frame. And every time I'd roll in there, I'd see her, and she never like banged on my door that I could think of, really. It wasn't like a pest thing where she was constantly harassing everybody, but you just saw her walk in the parking lot. Finally, one time I was there, she actually banged on my door. And I remember getting up and pulling the curtain on the windows, on the front windows, and looking at her. All of her fucking hair was cut off. She looked rough as fuck, man. And so I went inside. I told her to get away, and I went inside and I told that girl, I said, you got some hoe out in the parking lot banging on doors. I said, looks like someone cut all of her hair off. She goes, yeah, her pimp did. We're not making enough money. I started laughing. I go, that's pretty funny. She goes, no, I'm serious. She goes, she comes in here all the time. She didn't make enough money one week. Her man cut all of her fucking hair off her head, man. I was like, oh my God. Like, and the worst part was she had like some spots that still had long hair and other spots that was bald. It's like, look at this crazy bitch. But yeah, they knew her. They knew her inside the pilot. Oh man. I saw two young ladies down in Houston once at the Loves. There used to be a Loves. I think it's closed now. But there used to be a Loves on 45. Not the new Loves, the old Loves. That was like downtown. And I remember pulling in there one night, dude, and I saw these two girls in there walking through the parking lot. And I even said out loud, I said, they are being fucking trafficked like a motherfucker, dude, because they were pretty, they were young, and they had on thongs and like little bitty tops where everything was hanging out. And they had like the sheer like netting over it. And they were walking through the parking lot down at that Loves. I don't know whatever happened to them. They never messed with me. I got fuel and left. But I was like, there's no way, dude. Because cops ain't going to dress like that. I was like, there's no way. And then, of course, there's the Fontana, California story. The Fontana, there was over there. There's a Three Sisters truck wash, but there's a truck stop. There's a Two Sisters truck stop or something right by it. Not in the parking lot, but like right by it, like down the street a little bit. It's all owned by the same people, or at least was. And I was in there one night, and there was a girl working the parking lot. And she was just dressed like a normal person. She had on blue jeans and a t-shirt. She was just working the parking lot. Honestly, for a while I thought she was probably a cop, because that's how normal she looked. Like, she didn't look drugged up, run down, nothing. She was just the average person, the average woman, just walking the parking lot, talking to truckers, man. And this moving company truck pulled up beside me, and there was like, I don't know, like probably five Latinos in it. I don't want to say there was more than that. I'd say there was probably five. These five Latino guys jump out. They're all probably early 20s. And she goes up to them and starts talking, and they proceed to take turns getting in the truck with her one at a time, man. Fucking truck just rocking everywhere. One after another, buddy. They just waited their turn. They must have got a hell of a group discount. I don't know, but all five of them took a turn, man. All five of them. In California, you have pronouns. I believe it. Yeah, trying to get out before rush hour. Yeah, that truck wash is pretty good. Lizards for sidekick work, guys and gals. Well, dude, it amazes me, the West Memphis Police Department. They run a constant sting on the CB, wanting to sell hookers and coke and everything else. And then they tell you to meet them behind the casino, and then you go back there and it's a sting operation. And the reason they do that is they can park the truck so they can leave your truck there and take you to jail to fingerprint you and everything, then bring you back. But they've been doing it for years and years and years, man, and people still fall for it. It's pretty funny. But they've been doing that for a long time, man. They say, West Memphis, right? You can get drugs, a lot lizard, or barbecue, all within 3 channels of each other on CB. It's a barbecue man down there in West Memphis. He'll bring you some barbecue. I don't know what it's up to now. It used to be about $12 a plate. He's got it gone up probably to 15 by now. Since the dollar ain't worth shit no more. Yeah, the real deal. Yeah. Oh, you think it happens to Flying J and Amarillo too? Yeah, it might. They've been doing West Memphis for years. Oh yeah, Jay, that was nasty. Those guys, they just took turns, one after another. One after another. I was just sitting there sitting in my seat smoking, just watching them laughing, man. Just laughing. I was trying to figure out too, like, did they draw straws to see who would go first and who would go last, or what? Did they have to draw straws for that? Because surely ain't none of them volunteer to go last.
That makes me think of. So San Antonio, we have 7 military bases. We have a lot of military here in San Antonio. So.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
So the locals frequent strip clubs, and my strip clubs are way in the past, or my strip club days. So I haven't experienced one in San Antonio, but I picked up and delivered people from them all the time. And the locals is called Sugars San Antonio. And I swear to you, man, every dude who I pick up to take to this strip club says the same thing, and they don't know that I know that 5 passengers before them that went to that strip club say the same thing. And it's always, I'll say, you headed to Sugars? And they say, yeah, I know a bartender. I was going to stop in for a few minutes and say hi. It's like, dude, there's no shame in it, man. Like, every single one of you say the same damn thing.
Yeah.
There's no male bartenders at that strip club. So, of course they make you think that, to stop in Tuesday and say hi, So.
They just want you to think they're just going in for a drink.
Yeah, everybody in San Antonio has got a friend there at the strip club. They know Susie really well. Karma with a C.
Trying to order fast as hell no. Dude, where's our orders? This is crazy.
Yeah, that's a.
Dude,
I don't know if you remember.
This night might be over. Yeah, this night might be over, man.
I don't know if you remember up in. Maybe Jenna can tell us, but or I'm sure you know. Is it Montana with all the casinos?
Oklahoma has a ton.
Yeah, Oklahoma does, but up in the north, I think it's Montana.
All the slot machine, they have slot machine ones.
Yeah, and at all the truck stops, they have this really sleazy looking kind of slots casino, and then they have right next to it a really sleazy massage parlor. You know, like every truck stop along the interstate there in Montana has a massage parlor. And I've seen in YouTube videos some, guys trying to play it off.
Yeah.
Say, oh, they really, my muscles weren't sore at all the next day. It's like, bro, I'm sure they weren't. But come on, man. If you're getting a massage at a TA next to the slots in Montana, it's not likely a Swedish, 55-minute. It's funny, though.
Yeah, it's my brother when he graduated and got his own truck. Like I saw him like 6 weeks later. We were trying to think where we were heading. I think we were heading to Fire and Ice. We were driving over there. He pointed, when you pull out of the yard, you go down to the road, turn right, like you're going to Walmart, And on your right-hand side, there's a massage parlor there. Before you get to Walmart or anything, we were out there. My brother said, "Bro, just so you know, that's the one here in Springfield."
Oh, that's the one. It's funny you say that because Jenna and I went for a couple.
Yeah, I've got it's a double order.
Hang on, guys. I think he's talking to somebody.
Still being picked. Still picking both of them. Okay. I think it got crazy all of a sudden when y'all did it. Yeah.
I put you in very back.
That far behind, huh? But yeah, so my brother tells me, he goes, "Yeah, that's the one in Springfield, bro. That's the one you gotta go to." He goes, "And I've tried them all."
Well, it's funny you say that because Jenna and I may have gone to that one because we went for a couples massage and it was the weirdest. It was actually really good massages, but it's like they expected us to want more.
Yeah.
Like they were like, "When are you guys going to get weird?" And we're both like, "Well, we're not here to get weird. But it just felt like they were just waiting on us to
to initialize it.
Escalate.
Initiate it. Yeah.
To the next phase. That's funny,
pretty
man.
funny. Well, yeah, if you pull out of the yard and go down to the main road there and turn right towards Walmart, and it's right there on the right down there before Walmart, right on the right-hand side. 24 hours, 7 days a week, it says. Well, yeah, my brother said, "That's the one, bro. That's the one." He goes, I've been to them all, and that's the only one that I found here locally." I passed that information on to a few people, and they used that information.
Makes me wish I had that clip from Breaking Bad. Science, bitch. You got to do your research.
Yeah, doing it for science. Fred, that's Petro in Missoula, Montana. You're thinking of Fred's Gentlemen's Club is in the same lot. Nice. I hate to be the last one in line for the street taco in California. Dude, Chad Rich has a video. I don't know if he still has it, but Chad Rich had a video saved to his phone that he recorded of a lot lizard getting out of a truck in California at either the TA or the Petro. I can't remember which one. Walking over to a water puddle and cleaning her vagina in the water puddle before she went banging on doors again. Dude, it was the funniest shit ever.
So
She gets out of the truck. Dude, she gets out of the truck. She goes and squats over the puddle, pulls her skirt up, dude. She's just splashing water on it.
I don't think that passes for a health department certification there, you know.
I don't think so either. Dude, he showed that video to everybody. Everybody, dude. He would show it to you. If you run into it, he'd be like, man, you got to see this. This is what they do out in California. It was great. We said, I ain't had dinner yet. Street tacos. We have some street tacos. It's a crazy life out there, man. Happy to not have to give a happy ending, Jensen. That's great. They get a break. Jenna gives them a break. Jenna doing her part to prevent trafficking. There you go. She's doing her part. So he checked me in, guys. He said they're still being picked. He went all the way down these lines. He checked every single person in that is here just to make sure. And none of look at all the orders are still being picked. So this pretty much craft our night out, unfortunately. Hell of a day, though. We're going to get 300 because we're going to wait for these. We've been here for 30 fucking minutes.
300 is a killer day. So for those who don't drive or have never driven a truck, so you haven't spent a lot of time in truck stops, another thing that's not uncommon at all is people showering at the fuel pumps.
Yep.
It's the most bizarre thing when you know, you don't have to fuel that many times to have enough points to go in and use the shower, but there's drivers out there, a very, very tiny few, you know, percentage wise. So I don't want to give the impression that just the whole driver community is this shitty, but it's not uncommon every few months to see a driver washing his or her hair and armpits and everything with the
water hose
at the fuel pump. And that is just so bizarre that you can't. A shower on the road is not difficult.
Like the feet in the sink.
Yeah. Pee in a sink.
That's so common, dude. Walk into a truck stop bathroom and there's some guy sitting on the sink with his feet in the sink.
So bizarre, man. Now I will say that since we talked about the shitting at the way station a couple weeks ago, there's this vicious cycle that happens to us drivers out on the road where you have to pound a Gatorade to have a bottle to pee in.
Yep.
Well, what do you think that initiates?
You have to go again.
Right. That is a very temporary solution.
It's like a never-ending line. Unless you give the car behind you a car wash while you're going 63 down the interstate and dump it out.
Well, I don't know if I have done that, but I'm sure all of us have something that we've done at some point, you know, that's not a point of pride. I've not showered at the fuel pump.
No, I've seen people pissing at the fuel pump.
Yeah, but I did shit in a DOT officer's parking space. That did happen.
Dude, you know, I always had a habit of anytime I saw a truck on the side of the road, I always tried to see the driver because you never know when someone's having a medical emergency. You know what I mean? And so anytime I was driving my truck, you know, if someone was parked on the side of the road, I was always trying to look to see if I can see the driver. What is he doing? Is he alert in the thing, or is he slumped over the seat, passed out on the ground? I learned my lesson between Nashville and Memphis one day. I was heading east. There was a truck on the westbound, a prime truck on the westbound side with his hazards on the shoulder. And it's right on the shoulder of the interstate with his hazards on. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, dude. And so I'd look over and I'm scanning the truck to see if I can see the driver to make sure he's not having any kind of medical emergency. And I find him all right, squatting right behind the drive tire, dude. Just busted loose. Right on the side of the road.
Man, that is for in my case that was a medical emergency, man. But I wanted to real quick just say something to bring back to my rant at the beginning of this video. What you're going through right now is the liberty that I was talking about. When you're in a truck right now and you can't get a load, you're still in the truck.
You're still in the truck. Yeah.
You can't go home.
Yeah.
You can't go use the 40% off.
You're on the truck till tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so it's 300 plus is, and now that I've got enough experience in this to know what it takes to cross the $300 threshold, that's a very respectable day. But the liberty to be like, you know what, it was a huge day, but now I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
Enjoy life. That to me it's worth the flack that anyone wants to throw and say this is not a real job. It's absurd. It is. It's no different than anything else.
It very much is. Yeah.
But,
they just don't want to accept it.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing, man. Strangest thing. But anyway.
I don't get why people don't accept it, man. They just, they don't realize that you can make a living doing it. A lot of people. And I'm okay with that because, if you live around here, just keep doing whatever you're doing. Stay away from my runs.
Right. Right. I was talking to a driver, another Uber driver the other day, and there's a I always park at Walgreens or CVS when it's quiet because they're always on the corner and you can go any direction, and they almost always have bathrooms. And there was another Uber driver, and she's like, what area should I run in? And I was like, I don't know. It's like, look, I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but no, I ain't telling.
I gotta make my money.
I had to figure that out myself,
Yep.
And it made me realize how stupid I was at the beginning. Like the first week or two, I was so stupid.
Dude, mine was like months, dude. And when I first started running, man, like if I made 120, I was happy. And I'm talking all day. Like I'd go out at 10 o'clock in the morning, work till 9 o'clock at night. If I made $120, I was happy.
Yeah.
And then it slowly started going up. And then it was like we came to Knoxville. I think Knoxville is what really did it, because even when I left Florida, I was still like, a good day was like 180. And then I came to Knoxville and I started running, and every day was 200 plus. If I did a long day, it was always 200 plus. And I was like, what the hell was I doing down there in Florida that was so wrong? And I started figuring it out. It was all about, profitability of a run. Mm-hmm. You start figuring out what runs are profitable and what's aren't, because of where they take you, how long it's going to take you, traffic situations, and you start putting it all together. that's PK right there. He just had a delivery. He got rid of it. And I think that's made the biggest difference for me making money, is I'll pass up some runs that other people would jump on. Just because I know, hey, that's going to go 12 miles straight out, and I'm going to have to come 12 miles straight back. So it may pay $18 for that 12 miles, but I'm going to drive 24. And I'm going to have to fight traffic both directions. And it's going to take me an hour for that $12, or $18.
I think anyone who's really paying attention to what you're saying, you can actually hear you verbalize it. You may not notice it or not, but when you have an order come through, you're verbalizing a lot of the algorithm you're using.
I try to, yeah.
It's not just the dollars per mile. I mean, all that's really important too, but you're analyzing where you're going and how, where that's going to leave you.
Yeah. How it's going to affect me for the next one.
Yeah.
Like, what is it going to do for me for the next one, And it's like I took one earlier today that I took I can't remember where we were. Where is it? Yeah, it might have been yesterday. I was down the road and I took a delivery that was $6 for 9.5 miles. And I explained, hey, I'm taking this delivery. It pays $6 something. It goes 9.5 miles. But here's why: because 8 of those miles I'm driving whether I have a delivery or not, because it's 8 miles back to Walmart. Mm-hmm. So no matter what, I'm driving 8 miles. So all this does is guarantee me I have a 1 mile $6 delivery when I get there to help cover some of the expenses that I just incurred driving there. And so that's what I did. I took it, came and picked it up, delivered it, went a mile, and I was done. Here comes Alex. I hope he's got mine. He's looking right at me. Let me get my shoe on. Yeah, look, he's staring at me. Good job, buddy. Too. All right, guys. Finally. What's up, man? Hammered tonight, ain't you?
While he's dealing with that, there's another algorithm that I've really taken into account, or another variable in my algorithm that's made such a big difference to me, is traffic. I move into areas based on traffic patterns. So during rush hour, I will not be up against an interstate. Like here in San Antonio, if you're at I-10 and 410, or I-10 and 1604, 281 and 1604, 281 and 410. If you're doing rides that are right up along that interstate, you have to take into account traffic and lights and all that additional time. Whereas during rush hour, if you get out into, get further away from those interstates, then you're dealing with a lot less traffic. And then when the traffic thins, rush hour's over, I get right back up against that interstate where there's no traffic, but there's a lot more rides and a lot more restaurants. There's just a lot of things that I didn't consider at first, that time has taught me that's, made it much more profitable. And I'll tell you another thing, if you're just getting into gig work, is that when you start to get those things, for the first few weeks, it was like, oh, this is miserable. Like this, I don't know if I want to do this, because I want to enjoy it. That's a big reason for me, is because I like to drive and I want to get out there and I want to learn the city, which I have. I've learned the city of San Antonio like I never in my wildest dreams thought I could. But I want to enjoy it. And now that I've grinded out that first few weeks of just really focusing on dedicating myself to learn this system and learn a system that works for me, it's much more enjoyable. So that's a really big deal. When I've got him muted, folks, because we've got some conversation happening there. But when he starts moving, I'll unmute him. If you just joined us, he is picking up a order. And also, if you just join us, please do hit the like button. If you're on kick.com, you'll have to be a subscriber to hit the like button, I think. Dave Bruin says it's a real job and really, really helpful for older folks that can't get out to the store, especially in wintertime. Yeah, for sure. Some of my most meaningful tips have been to small tips, but to nursing homes and things. If like you take a gallon of ice cream to a nursing home and you get a $1 tip, like that means the world to me.
Yeah, I just talked about that same kind of situation. There's a nursing home right around the corner here. It's about 1.5 miles from here. And so, you get your $7 base pay. You get your $7 base pay. Fucking PK. And you know, a lot of people won't do it for that. They won't go over there for $7. But almost everybody we deliver to over there, like all the older people, all the older guys that have been around here for a while, know they give us cash.
Yeah, they do.
Because old people are used to like the cash system for tipping. You know, they're not used to putting tips on phones, and you know what I mean. And a lot of them in nursing homes, man, they're not even ordering it themselves. Their kids are ordering it, right? They're calling their daughter saying, "Hey, Jenny, I need you go on that phone of yours and get me some Walmart stuff. Here's what I need. Have it sent over here." You know, because they don't know how to work those apps. But yeah, I had one the other day, a bunch of stuff. I got there. She wanted me to bring it inside, put it on the counter, put the refrigerator stuff in the fridge. You know, it took me 10 minutes. That's all. It took me 10 extra minutes to help her out. She was in a wheelchair. She hands me $10 cash. You know, well worth it. Well worth it. So they're good people, man. Good people. Car is cold. It's not happy right now. But you know, our situation is different because your base pay, I think, is higher than mine overall.
I think on food, I think it's like $2.75, and then on rides, I want to say it's $3 or $3.25.
Yeah, see, so here it's $2. I don't know what rides are here, but here it's $2. But they get a lot of promotions here because there's not many drivers around this
there's
area.
like no.
Now you go down by
for
campus,
food.
all the college kids are doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a little different.
Same here. There are 0 promotions for food. It's just crap.
The only thing I get is I get boosts at night in certain areas, and those areas I don't go to usually anyways. But we get boosts at night.
Now the ride.
I'm just glad this came out.
Insane.
This order was ready finally.
If you can do 80 rides from Friday morning at 4 a.m. to Monday morning at 4 a.m., this past weekend it was an extra $250.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's really good. But 80 rides, that's one hell of a grind. In
It is.
3 days. Doable.
Well, I do about 30 delivery. I work, 12 to 14 a day. And I usually get around 30 deliveries a day.
That is a grind, man.
Yeah. I usually get around 30. I've actually gotten less now that I'm doing Uber than I did on DoorDash. DoorDash, I would have days where I did 40. And do more miles. Like right now, I'm at 128 miles since I left my house. That's it today. I'm at 128 miles. But every order I've done except for 3 has been Walmart. And those never have high mileage on them. Because there's Walmarts all over the city. So each Walmart only has a certain area that it covers. So it's never terribly bad. All right, let's see where we're going here. On this road. Be down here on my right. All right. Becky, if you're on SSDI. Yeah, we were still there, Detroit. We finally got it picked up. Man. I mean, you're allowed, if you're on Social Security, man, you're allowed to make X amount. You'd have to talk. All you gotta do is call them. They'll tell you what you can make and what you can't make. Yeah, if you're on Social Security, you're allowed to make up to X amount of dollars before it affects anything. And believe it or not, the number is actually higher than most people understand and most people believe. I mean, it's not bad. My wife has a family member that does this. They collect SSI. They're allowed to make like, I think it's under $1,000 a month before it would affect them. If they go over 1,000, it's a little less than that. It's some weird number. It's like $994 and some change or something like that. So they go out and make like $240 a week, and then that's it. That's it. They do it 4 weeks out of the month, and once they hit that 240, 240, 240, 240, they're done. You know, they're stopping at 960 until the next month. But I think everybody's different based on the amount you get from disability and whether or not you get Social Security mixed in with your disability. And there's all kinds of little rules. All kinds of little rules. And actually, if you get the Social Security and Social Security disability mix, yeah, I think you actually can make a little more. Let me see here, guys. One of these houses right here. That's why I'm going slow. I'm trying to figure out which one. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Maybe this is it. This is it right here. All right. Both these orders are small. I'm just going to pull in the driveway. If they come home, so be it. All right. Leave that door. It doesn't tell me where it's at. All right, it's in the trunk. I'll be back.
Pretty sure Bags is rocking the jammy pants there.
All right, let's go. Now that we've completed the delivery to Cheech and Chong, let's find our way down to the other one. Long ways, too, on the other one. What the actual hell? It's all the way down North Shore of Choto. I don't remember being that far, but whatever. I'll go take care of it. We'll go take care of it. Let's make it happen, my friends. Make it happen. PK was sneaking in watching us over on YouTube. We'll be over $300 after this. Manja, no 400, Manja. No 400 tonight, buddy. But we tried. We gave it a try, Manja. Blame Walmart. It's their fault. They screwed it all up, Manja. We had big hopes and dreams for 400 today. And it did not go down as planned. That's for sure. All right. We are 4 miles from this other one. 4.7, I think. I should have went. I should have just stayed on it, rolled right through it. We've been all right. We need to stop at the Waggles down here and pick up a couple kickstarters. We had McChickens today for lunch. Grinded out a hell of a day, though. We'll see. We're not going to be done. We're going to see if anything else comes in, but I just have this eerie feeling that as slow as food was to the point where we were getting 0 offers on food, well, I'm thinking that's probably not that good tonight. Walmart's just hot. And Walmart's so busy they can't keep up. That tells you how busy Walmart is, that they're that far behind. And honestly, that's the best Walmart in the city. It has the most employees. It does the best job of getting the orders ready and keeping things flowing. And the fact that they're that far behind leads me to believe that other Walmarts in the city are in really bad shape right now. I just hope we get a repeat of this tomorrow, of what happened today tomorrow, because we'll be able to knock out some big money before I go see the kids tomorrow. We really didn't do it. I can see chat. Congratulations, Pops. I'm glad you figured it out. Miracle, I didn't get a... I don't have a stream key, like where I could do it via restream or anything. So I'd have to do it directly from another phone. Basically, I'd have to have another device to stream to TikTok. So that's why I haven't. Yeah, well, there was one, Eric, or 2 or 3, let me tell you. There was 1, 2, or 3 around there. There was definitely something skunky going on. But yeah, I mean, sitting around tonight just killed everything. Killed all of our momentum. Whether it be streaming, whether it be working, it just kind of crushed it all. And that's what happens sometimes. And that's why you see people like PK, man. He knows. When he sits that long, that's it. He'll go home. He's out. He can't deal with it. He just wants to go home because he knows it's only going to get worse. He knows it's only going to get worse. All right. I did clean the windshield today. I'm glad I did, because it was looking kind of rough. That's for sure. We got one more in the car. It's in the back seat, guys. It's literally like 2 gallons of milk and some Easter candy. That's all it is. 2 gallons of milk and some Easter candy in the back seat. This does put Naka's lot lizard that didn't wash in the funnel. Skunky. She's skunky, man. Dude, that video is hilarious, Joe. You would have got a kick out of it. That girl didn't even hesitate. She didn't even look around before she did it. She just rolled up on the puddle, squatted over, pulled the skirt up, squatted right over the puddle. Started splashing that water up on it. So splashing that water up on it, rubbing it with her hand with the water, trying to clean it up. That's all right. I got a video. I was telling everybody the other day about it, Jenna. Yesterday I was telling everybody about it. I was going through and cleaning out all my old videos from my phone, because my storage is getting low, finally. And I've got like massive amounts of trucking content videos, that are 12, 13 minutes long from before they were put on YouTube, before they were cut and spliced and all that, right? All that stuff's all saved to my phone because that's how I did it all back then. Anyhow, I'm going through that the other day and I found the video that I had to send to the cops. It was a truck stop, man. Guy stepped out of his truck, I guess. Here's what I know. When I woke up, I went up front to smoke. I opened the curtain. There's a guy standing in a little grassy area in the middle of the parking lot, spitting and gripping. Right in the middle of the fucking parking lot, 2:30 in the morning. And so I called and I said, hey, you got some guy out here whacking his pud, beating his meat, whatever you want to say it, in the middle of the damn parking lot truck stop. She said, can you record it, please? We'll need that as evidence. So I started recording it. And then when the cop got there, they arrested him. And I sent the cop the video, but never heard from him again. So I guess the video was all they needed. So they either pleaded out or whatever. But people are weird, man. People are weird. That's for sure. 20 bucks or 20 bucks. Yeah, he's out there peeling taters, man. Yeah. Or his goalie, whatever you want to call it. He was just out there having a good time all by himself. Just out there having a good time. And I remembered where it was yesterday. I'm trying to remember where it was now. Because I actually remembered exactly where it was when we were talking about it yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was fun. And then you can even see him in the video at the end. He like shakes it off his hand out into the fucking grass. It was something else. People are weird, man. People are weird. I mean, I still have the video, Jenna. If you need the evidence, I'll send it to you. You can evaluate it. I still have the video. Let's go in here and make this delivery. This way. You come in here all the time. This is a fairly regular customer, I think. If it's who I think it is. Yeah, it is. They're a fairly regular customer. These are the Cubs fans down here on the left, but it's not them, it's their neighbor. There's a whole family of Cubs fans down here I deliver to on the left. They always tip me good, too. A poor car. Sounds rougher and rougher every day. All right. Every time I change those brakes, though, it sounds like that. I can't help but think it has something to do with the rotors and the brakes and not the wheel bearing this time. I may wait a little bit. All right, we're here. Oh. I swear I clicked. Oh, I guess it already scanned. That was quick as shit. I'm over here trying to scan it. His phone trying to want me to take a picture. What the hell's wrong with me today? All right. All right, guys, that's it for that double. It's over with. That did put us over 300. Now, what I'm curious about is whether or not they pay me any extra for the weight. That's what I want to know. Because they've been known to do that. So I'm kind of curious if it went up any. It says we have 2 hours and 22 minutes of drive time left available tonight. First alert of the night. First alert in a while. It did go up. I think it did go up, guys. I think it went up, not a lot, but I do think it went up $4. I could be wrong. No, it's 28.09. No, that's the same. That's the right same price. 28.09. So it went up 28.09. So that's 302.48. 302.48. So there's 300 in the books. See what's shaking now. See what's happening. Pops has got chat, but nobody's talking. So Pops is like, damn, I fixed chat. You're gonna, yeah, you will. You will have to talk about it. You know. My 7-year-old's in a bad stage right now. Hey, Daddy, look at my butt. Look at my butt. Look at my butt. Gotten better, but I mean, you could have loaded it. Jenna, you could have used it at your only cabinets site. You know, some people are just. That guy was just there, middle of the parking lot, middle of the night, out there doing his business. Yeah, think about it. He's probably told the cops, "Well, I had a trainee in there." Yeah, you had fucking 20,000 people out here in public. All right, I'm gonna throw away some trash. We're gonna throw away some trash, and I'm gonna pick up a couple things I need. We're gonna try to continue to work. We're hoping that we can find a few good orders still, man. There's got to be a few around here, right? Let me throw away all these paper towels, all these cleaning wipes I used today. So much shit, man. So much shit. Some McDonald's wrappers. What the hell, dude? Here, throw the bag. I just cleaned this car this morning. Every bit of this trash is from 2 days. Little ashtray dump. Because farts are hilarious. I mean, when I blow bubbles on the 6-month-old's belly, he thinks it's funny as hell. So I can only imagine how funny he's going to think a fart is.
It should be noted that there are donuts on the window. FYI, Jenna. Discord. Bags does have a Discord, and the link is in the YouTube live chat. It'll be in the YouTube video description for the replay. So if you're watching this replay, you can drop down into the description and see the link there. If there's any mods in here from Kick, if you could drop that link in there, that would be great too, in the live chat. But when there's not a live stream, if you have questions, comments, concerns, or things like that you want to share with Bags, you can drop it into Discord. A lot of us you see in the live chats are in that Discord server too. So the conversation can continue on there. We do not have Weigel's. Is this Weigel's? Here in San Antonio, I don't believe. But it looks like a pretty dope store. Stream Guy Entertainment says time for Netflix and chill. Man, I am glad that Jen and I can't really get food delivered to our house. Because I think I have like a big discount on Uber Eats too. Now let's see what's going on. What happened with YouTube? Was streaming on TikTok? Okay, that was answered. So it looks like we've got all the questions answered on both. Jenna posted a link to the Kick. It's pretty easy. It's kick.com/crazybags. But Jenna, if you could post on Kick the link to the Discord, that would be pretty killer. I wish there was a Buc-ee's in San Antonio. There's a Buc-ee's like between San Antonio and Austin, but not in San Antonio. Man, I wish we had a Buc-ee's in San Antonio because they're open 24/7. And when I go out and drive, I drive through the night, and there's just not any good gas stations open all night. Buc-ee's has everything, even at 2 a.m. I mean, a lot of their like roasted peanuts and all that stuff, all the live stuff, their cafes aren't open, but you can get good fresh coffee 24/7, and all kinds of other stuff. I wish there was a Buc-ee's in San Antonio. It's actually bizarre to me that there isn't. Also, while we're pimping links, and Jenna did put that in the Kick live chat, so if you're over there live, you'll see that, the link to the Discord. But while we're talking about links, crazybags.live is a website we set up for Bags. You can find any big announcements or any of that good stuff over there.
Sorry for the delay. Need to grab a couple things. We good to go now. Let's do this. All right. Uber's on, guys, just so you know. All right. Uber is on. I may regret what I bought. All right. I don't know what I'm going to think of this. All right. Starburst Ears Gummies, Sour Tropical. Soft and squishy. I thought, you know what? I want to try it. Want something sweet? Let's do it. They smell really good. They're huge too. Look at that. Big pieces. Right. I put too many in my mouth, but that's all right. Pretty good. If you like any kind of sour candy, you think it's a win. Yeah, pretty good. All right, let's head back to our area. Mr. and Mrs. H heading out. I'm sure they're already gone. But thanks for being here tonight, guys, hanging out. I knew that was coming, John. I almost said it out loud. Yes. Yeah, Ness, we're taking a beating. Long way to Walmart. We're over 300, but man, it was not easy. Was not easy at all. That's for sure. Let's head back up. Let's see if we can get any more runs. See what happens. We were having an amazing day, and it just fell apart when Walmart fell apart. So it's Walmart's fault. Here come all the Spark incentives. I would think after today's fiasco, Spark will have some bonuses this week. I would think that. Walmart is hot. It is bright as red on the map. Yeah, I like these sour things. These are good. Starburst sour. These Starburst sour gummies are all pretty for sure. Pretty good. All right. what I'm wondering is, yeah, I can definitely feel this way. People are hauling butt. Get over it. They had no orange. The only kickstart they had was the pineapple orange mango, which I'm a fan of those now, so it's all right. Which, believe it or not, like 95% of it is coconut water. The other 5% is just the shit they pile in there, the flavoring and the whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty much all coconut water, which I've never had. Has anybody in chat ever had coconut water? You guys ever tried it? Jenna strikes me as the coconut water girl. So Jenna, I'm just gonna ask, what does coconut water taste like? Because I just have this feeling. Jenna drinks the coconut water, or has in the past. Hands down, I just have that gut feeling. I've never had it. It may or may not help with hangovers, but too much of it will hurt your belly. Hey, it's Marie. No more Marley, just Marie. It's been forever, Slim. It's been forever, my friend. Good to see you. Slim, we're just hanging out, man. We're doing our thing. Yes, it's like water with coconut. Not very sweet. I like it. It's good for you. See, I told you. I could just tell. And I'm not surprised dogs had it either. There's a couple other people in chat immediately come to mind that I'm sure have drank coconut water. Furious. You know who we haven't seen since the ban on Twitch? That's Pickle. We haven't seen our boy Pickle, man. That's for sure. Tonight, if anything, shows you guys how crazy the life of a gig worker can be. We couldn't get the car stopped earlier today, and then dinner time comes around, and we sit around like for 2 hours. Like, you just never know. So I'm glad we took advantage of what we did in the early hours of the day. We made a ton of money. We're over 300 today. I made $43.50 over on Spark. We are at 302.48. 302.48 is where we're sitting right now. Total for the day. Programming note, guys. Tuesdays, tomorrow's Tuesday. I leave at 6 o'clock. All right, no matter what. No matter what, I'm done at 6 o'clock. I've got to be up at the house in Halls by 7. So I can spend a couple hours with my kids. Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and then, of course, Saturday from noon till whenever. I got home Sunday morning at like 2:30 in the morning. If that tells you anything. About $10 or 10 miles for $7. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do. I almost did it again. I have a habit of trying to turn into that parking lot. So this is where all the cops were with the helicopter and everything earlier today, and that's at this Advanced Auto Parts. They were behind it. There's a Gold's Gym there and a bunch of other things, and that's where they all were. So if it was something super big, there'll probably still be some remnants of police activity, depending on what all was happening. But PK said that's where they were, behind the advanced auto parts. Oh, they're still there. Look at them all. Holy shit. Dude. Oh, dude, there's a bunch of people in suits. There's a bunch of crime tape. That's got to be an officer-involved shooting. That's got to be an officer-involved shooting, guys. They've got tons of crime tape out. There's a bunch of people there in suits and ties. Something went down back there. That's for sure. I want student number 9 will be my last. I get the coconut water from Costco. Tastes sort of like vitamin water. Okay. That won't be too bad then. Nothing on the news. Well, something big happened because they had to chop her out earlier. There was a ton of cops there. There's still a ton of cops there. And they've got a bunch of shit roped off. And there's a bunch of people in suits and ties. Well, that would be detectives and investigators and who knows who else. Oh, look, maybe they realize someone's still alive. They called the ambulance. Stuff definitely went down. That's for sure. Did we really get nothing? Huh. The only same thing they sent me was a 10-mile Chick-fil-A for $7. That was it. Huh. Sorry, guys. I ain't going to sit at Walmart again. Ain't going to happen. $300 day, man. That's all I can give you, buddy. But it was a good run today. I'm going to try to punch out $200 tomorrow quickly, so I can go spend the day with the kids. Now, keep in mind tomorrow morning, guys, we'll start stream on time, but then I am going to have to go home because I got to pay my rent between 11 and 12. I have to be there. Take care of that. And I'm not doing it online this time. I'm doing it in person to make sure that it's done right. Many of you know they overcharged me $52 last week. So I need to make sure that that credit is on there, and that the actual rate that it's supposed to be is the rate I'm being charged. That would be important. All right. But yeah, $300. I don't know. I'm sitting here debating. I'm debating whether or not Call of Duty is in the cards for stream. tonight when I get home. I haven't quite decided. I want to, but I don't want to. Want to, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I guess we'll see how I feel. Ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see how I feel. Yeah. Oh. Ow. We had a good stream day today, man. A lot of hours put into that, yeah. 12 plus hours on the air today. It's a long time. It's a long time. That's for sure. I'm going to grab Zachaby's, guys, and I'm going to go home. All right? I'm going to call it night. Maybe I'm on shortly for an hour or two to do Call of Duty. I don't know yet. Just depends on how I feel after I get home and eat. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep in the last 3 days, so it may just be a day where I eat and then just frickin' zonk out and wake up tomorrow morning. Like, legit, it might. But we will be live in the morning. First delivery should be around 7:40 a.m. Make sure you're on Kick to start the day with us. Back at zero. Back at zero in the morning to do it again. All right, guys? Thanks for a good time. Eric, thank you as always, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. We got I don't know if you saw in the comments, but Mr. Mohammed is coming from downtown to deliver us pizza.
Is he really?
15 miles. I tipped him $10, but the most he's going to get is $12. I couldn't believe it comes out here. So he's getting $12 for 15 miles out into the country where the nearest restaurant is 8 miles. I feel bad for him.
Wow, they're bringing it all the way out to you.
Yep.
Well, it is what it is.
So that's our night.
So good stuff, man. Good stories tonight, too. It was a good time.
All right, man.
I'm done. I'm done after that long wait.
Killer day. I had the total up there over $300. That's awesome, man. So good stuff.
Solid.
Talk to you next
solid,
week.
Man. Of course. Yep. All right, chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yep.